Hi, I'm Stan Walters, one of the professional experts that work at Speakers Network Worldwide. Just want to spend a few minutes with you talking to you about my observations as an expert in dealing with people on a regular basis and dealing with situations like this. In particular, I train interviewers and investigators on how to collect information and make the best decisions and make sure they've collected all the accurate information they have at hand to make the right choices. So let's talk about some of our choices and how we plan on dealing with and how we handle this current crisis in our country. Now, I work with a lot of law enforcement and military personnel, so I have a little bit different point of view because they are put in pretty much in stress situations all the time and have had to make quick decisions and accurate decisions. So I think we need to deploy SWAT to deal with COVID. Now, let me change the term SWAT, not law enforcement with bullet stick vests and helmets and so forth, but a little bit different take on things. The S stands for social distancing. Now, we talk about social distancing. It really should be physical distancing, keeping the distance from each other, which makes sense medically. But I have another thing I want to talk about, and that's social networking. Right now, we're all bound at home. We're away from our offices, away from our family and friends. And this is when we really need support from those people who've been comfortable with us, who we've worked around, and our family members. So I encourage you to take all types of opportunities to network with those people. Network with family. You know that you can get Zoom. You can find Zoom at zoom.us. And many of our speakers at Speakers Network Worldwide, by the way, do virtual presentations. So we're very familiar with Zoom and its abilities. And it's something you use at home. You can get a free version of this. And in a Zoom, you can put several people together. Why not call some of your family and friends and just have a little conversation or have a cup of coffee in the morning? How about getting the kids on Zoom and let's talk to grandma and grandpa and their buddies and their friends, aunts and uncles, and get the family together in just a meeting together so we can see each other's faces and talk to each other. Yeah, typing's good, but there's nothing like seeing that face and that smile and the reaction of family members. So try a little social connection, social networking. The W stands for wash. Now, we've been told wash our hands and so forth. Yeah, that's fine. No problem with that. But isn't that what we should have been doing all along before this? Just think of all the times where hand washing failed and what it resulted in the sickness of many people on cruise ships, on college campuses, in dorms, in offices, because we're transmitting flu germs and rotavirus and other nasty other bugs around to each other all the time. So it should be washing on a regular basis. Now, of course, you go to the restaurant and you see in the restroom when the servers and the cooks go in to wash their hands regularly. We should be doing the same thing. The A stands for attitude. How are you going to deal with this situation? One of the things I learned from the military groups and the law enforcement I work with, that when you get in a heavy conflict situation, when it's really dangerous, your attitude about how you will survive that situation plays a lot in if you survive or not. If you go into a situation with COVID virus with a defeatist attitude, this is the worst, oh my God, we'll never get out of this, you won't be surprised. You'll get what you wish for. So let's take a little bit of tweak of an attitude. Let's think of a teamwork, that one person can carry the load for the rest. And if we work together as a team and attack this situation and find ways to deal with it. So find ways to keep that attitude going and lift each other up back to the social networking side. The T stands for take charge. Did you ever think that right now in a situation like this that we'd have to rely on so many other people for our comforts or for our needs? It's time to take charge of our situation, take charge of our lives. Now, I live in Florida. Just yesterday, we got an alert that the Gulf waters and the Atlantic waters are pretty warm. We may have a pretty active hurricane season. Do you think I and my wife are going to wait until the first report comes out of the disturbance in the Atlantic and the Gulf to do something? No, we're going to start planning now. We've got a closet set up. We've already prepared, started adding food. We won't have to hunt for toilet paper then, I hope. Did you ever thought you'd be scrounging for that? To hunt for toilet paper, I've already got gasoline, got a generator ready to go. Put away some foodstuffs that doesn't need to be refrigerated. So what I'm telling you is think about planning a little bit ahead. Take charge. Don't have to rely on the government to take care of you. Find a way to take care of yourself, anywhere from 3 to 5 days worth of some cash, of foodstuffs, and other necessities that you might need for a situation. Now, in Florida, we've got hurricanes, but there's also thunderstorms, electrical storms, We got parts of the country that have earthquakes. We got parts of the country that have devastating forest fires, particularly our friends on the West Coast. We have periods where there's drought. And now we've got sickness going on. We had the flu season that will come back to us again for our kids this coming fall. So start thinking ahead. Take charge. Once you feel like you've got control of things, then you can manage it better. And you won't feel like you're always playing catch up, and will shift your attitude toward strategic thinking and not waiting to the last minute. So think about deploying SWAT against this COVID virus, this unseen enemy. Now, I've got some great friends, some fantastic experts, some wonderful friends at Speakers Network Worldwide. And first of all, we consider you as not as our customers, but as our friends. We're in this together. If there's anything that any of the speakers or anybody at Speakers Network Worldwide can do to help